Whether you are planning for your own future or caring for a loved one, navigating aging can feel overwhelming. But the truth is, we have more power than we think to shape what those years look like. Certified Senior Advisor and Gerontologist April Ibarra is here to talk about intentional aging prevention and then how to approach the future with confidence. And welcome, April. So glad to have you.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Yes, this is such an important topic.
Important.
So let's start with the big picture here, okay? How much of our aging process is actually within our control?
Boy, I'm glad you asked that question, because so many times we start with the doom and gloom, right?
Yes.
We look at aging as a negative thing, right? And as something that we have no control over, but we have a lot of control. As a matter of fact, about 80% of what happens to us as we age, we can control. And I find that most people aren't talking about that.
Yeah.
So we have a lot of opportunity between how we approach our aging journey and also our lifestyle choices, modifiable risk factors.
Because it really is kind of in the mind, I think. That's kind of what you're getting at. So let's talk about some of the most impactful daily habits that we can use to help prevent chronic illness.
Yes, yes. So you said the mind, and most people don't associate, they may think of dementia when they think of aging.
Right.
But quite frankly, there's some research out there by Becca Levy that talks about breaking the age code. It really blew my mind, and I've been doing this for a long time. And what it says is that our age beliefs, so we can think of that as stereotypes, right? Some people look at aging as an opportunity. Some people look at aging as doom and gloom. And what happens with the mindset is the more positive we are, the positive age beliefs we have, the more likely we're going to live a better life with less disease, less disability, even less dementia. And we live longer. People who have positive age beliefs live about 7.5 years longer and healthier lives.
Wow. So can you share maybe a few tips that can help us lower the risk in some of these cases?
Yes. So I think, first of all, have that positive age belief. And don't think that I'm too old, I can't do this, I shouldn't engage in new activities.
So to get that out of your mind.
Get that out of your mind and just live your life, live your best life. And you have to move. I don't say exercise because people, they don't want to do that.
Right.
You have to, movement is important.
Yes.
You imagine if you're sedentary, your life is going to change.
Yes.
Connections, we're talking more and more about connections. People are so important in our lives. That's probably as important as exercise.
Yeah.
Food is medicine.
Yep, right.
Purpose.
So what we put in.
What we put in, it's either poison or it's medicine. Purpose. I mean, these are just life things. Everybody at every age should have purpose, should have connections, should move. Spirituality, I think, is important, and learning. Continuing to just grow and live your life. Yeah. Those can change how you age.
I love all those tips because it's something that we can, as you say, control.
It's not out of our control.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So when we're caring for aging parents, and a lot of us are from time to time, what strategies or support systems do you recommend helping them feel more confident and not be so overwhelmed?
Right, right. And you know, when one of our loved ones struggle, a lot of times we panic and we jump in and we want to fix everything, right? We can't control everything. And they're also adults and they have the right to make decisions, good and bad, right? So I think we have to accept that we can stand beside them on their journey, but we don't have to go in and take control over everything. So I think caregivers can jump in and be so anxious to control everything that it stresses them out. So first of all, don't do it alone. Right. Get a team with you. There's lots of people who want to help on the journey. There's lots of people like me. There's an association called Aging Life Care Association that's a national group of care managers. So there are people around to support you. Ask for help. Don't try to do it all. And walk with them on their journey, but don't try to control the journey. Meet them where they are and just support them. Because it's somewhat respectful to let them, you know, do what they can do. Absolutely, because then we have created dependency. Right? And then somebody loses their autonomy, an older adult loses autonomy, then they feel like, I can't do anything on my own.
Right.
And then that creates that downward spiral.
Right, right.
So let them do as much as they can for themselves. Let them make mistakes. We can't control everything.
Exactly, exactly. Okay, where can people go to learn more or connect with maybe a support group? Because again, that is so important.
Yeah, you know, you can find support groups everywhere. There's particular support groups for people with dementia or maybe with Parkinson's or other things. Reach out to me, reach out to another care manager. There's lots of support, neighbors, churches. If you look around, everybody wants to help, but sometimes it's hard to ask for help. But it's the same thing for the older adult. They don't want to ask for help either.
Right.
So let's just reach out and connect with people who are willing to support us.
And don't be afraid to ask.
Don't be afraid to ask. Yeah.
April, this has been such a great conversation and so many great tips. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you,
Appreciate it.
Michelle.